Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. We are talking about your twin flame journey. Yeah, and today it's about the fairy tale mode that we are in, and let's jump right into that. What do I mean by fairy tale mode? It's really that for a long time along the journey we prefer to watch all kinds of readings. Maybe we also purchase readings, and we highly prefer the readings that are like telling us that there is a positive outcome for us, right? So the fairy tale mode that our twin flame is reaching out, our twin flame is coming forward, our twin flame is making changes in his life, our twin flame is thinking of us, our twin flame is longing for us, or whatever, right? So what is that? I think it's good. It's a good sign that we prefer that. But what happens very often is that we fall into the trap of worrying. Yeah. What is this fairy tale mode? Well, the fairy tales and daydreaming or dreaming of a positive outcome, that's part of the technology that we dream this positive outcome into existence. So that's a good thing, right? And there are some readers out there that help us with dreaming, dreaming this into existence. But for the most part, we have all forgotten about how our machinery, how our subtle matter, our aura, our body, our cells, our organs, really everything is working when it comes to projecting things into our future. So basically, the way we feel now, that's what we are like projecting into our future. And when we just take what is, then we project what is into the future. If we worry, we project the things we worry about into the future. All of those things, they always tend to get bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Or sometimes there's also this kind of stagnation, because then it's this push and pull, right? Sometimes you believe in it and then you doubt, and then you believe and then you doubt. I bet you know that, because that's that's a long part of most journeys, where people just are in this push and pull. And of course, this push and pull dynamic it's also like mirrored on the outside, right? Between the twins. The twin is always mirroring pretty much everything, right? And yeah, and so it's something very good to project, or to not to project. It's not that it's not there, it's just the feeling of it. So the feeling, to feel how good it feels to be in love. That's basically it, right? How good it feels to be in love. Because it's like love encompasses you, right? That's what you feel when you are together with your twin flame. Thing is that there are so many blocks that show up also in our feelings. So basically, this is an apparatus that is informing us in detail what's going on, right? And what we maybe need to release, or we could choose to release, right? It's all choice. And releasing, it's not there would be a vacuum, a void, that if you release, then what is like flowing into that void? We always need something to focus on. That's the way that we are built. So you need to take care of what you want to focus on. Otherwise, this void is going to be filled with the next problem, or the next doubt, or the next inconvenience. And this is maybe also something that we need to experience, and in this way become aware of those mechanisms, of those processes. So it's you putting the focus on what you desire, on what you want. And that could be, it could be seen as a fairy tale mode, right? The positive outcome, your desire being fulfilled. And there are various steps to take when it comes to being in this fairy tale mode. Maybe there is a reader out there who can help you to be there. Maybe there's a reader out there who helps you to feel good, right? That's perfect. But with many readings, there is this moment of not only doubt, but sometimes even fear, right? What if? What if there is another person? What if? And that could all be true, right? This is not about truth. This is not about reality, because there can be all kinds of things in our reality, you know, showing up for you and your twin flame and your union, or in each of your lives, individual lives. But that's not really the point. The point is, are you like focusing on those things? Or are you like choosing your focus, choosing to focus on what you desire and to dream that into existence? And that's a process. It's a process that is very tricky. That you need to know certain things about this, and of course, I will tell you everything about this on the channel. It has everything to do with manifesting. In fact, we manifest our unions. Oh, sorry. There's something in my throat. There's dark energies. Because I'm speaking the truth now, right? And telling you how you get there. And there are so many things like to balance. And there's also the thing of detaching, right? Letting go and those things. I will talk about this in the next video. But really, you dream your union into existence by feeling what union is, right? So like referring to things that or asking yourself, what does it feel like to be in union? Yeah, I already talked about that. And one thing that is very present for me is like freedom, is like relief, is like peace, is like warmth, like sunshine, right? I always get the feeling of sunshine. Feels like sunshine, and then be in that sunshine, dwell in that sunshine, right? And for some people it's beneficial to visualize, for others it's not. But what you cannot skip is the feeling. Yeah, it's also like, do you go into great detail? Maybe going into detail will bring up contrast, will bring up doubt, will bring up fear. So then don't go there, then be more general and just don't talk about your union, or don't think about your union, but think about love in general, how good that feels. Yeah, how good it feels to feel loved, to feel accepted, and that you feel accepted sometimes, or have already felt accepted in your life, and that you highly value that. Yeah, you could talk like this. Being loved is something that I highly value. I highly prefer being in love. Being in love feels good to me. I know that this is an option. I have experienced that. Maybe only for a short time, but I know that it's there. And if it's there and I desire it, then it's there for me, for sure. Being in love comes with so many positive things. I know that this has an effect, a ripple effect on my whole life. Yeah, so that's like in a way like positive, talking in a positive way about being in love. So there are all kinds of things to know about how to move forward in a good way, right? And that's basically what we are learning. We are learning mastery along our path, and we can never like we can only wish for an outcome um, when it comes to our emotions, what it feels like. So the outcome feels like this, that, and the other, right? You have to feel it in your body. You cannot say that a specific person needs to be connected to that outcome. You just cannot do that because it's really orchestrated, and spirit always knows better what you what you desire exactly, knows better what the outcome is, the ideal outcome, the perfect outcome. Yeah, it's always perfect. So you can rely on this. It'll always be perfect, either in showing you your blocks, or in showing you like your fulfilled, your desire fulfilled. Yeah, wish come true. So and it's all on the level of the feelings, and that's why we need to connect with our feelings first, and then work with that, right, and move forward with that, and learn how to navigate this journey. So that's it for today. So be in fairy tale mode as much as you want, and tell yourself a positive story, create positive feelings without ignoring the bad feelings, right? We never want to ignore them, we just want to acknowledge them. And that's just, we need to juggle things a little bit here. I know it can be tricky. If you have any questions, like in particular, um, put them in the comments or reach out via email. You find my office in the description box. There's a link in case you're blocked, or you want to work on your blocks, basically, because that's what I do, and we move fairly quickly through all of this. I try not to lose time really, but to go precisely where your blocks are, because they show up in layers, right? And I can find out precisely what needs to be released at this particular time, so that you can move forward and move quicker towards your goal, right? Yeah, so that's all for today, and I wish you a beautiful day as always, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.